Listen, first and foremost, thank you all so much for all subscribers. All the comments below, some are controversial, some are negative, some are positive, but listen, it's a learning curve. That's what these videos are about. So the young and up and coming bricklayers coming through, they can read and digest all the comments and take what they can for them. So it's good. Listen, also regular uploads are hard because it takes time, and sometimes I just like to crack on, you know, and it's actually my son doing these videos and editing them and stuff, so it's taking time to stop and show you. And some jobs you can, some jobs you can't. So today we're just going to go through plinths, just going to watch you lay plinths, nice finishing brick to finish off these stocks before the work steps back. Okay, now what we've gone for, we decided not to do a stock plinth. Okay, we've got these Essex County plinths, okay, these reds, just to give it a little bit of distinctive. So the finish is going to be a little bit different, but it blends in slightly, but it's also going to highlight the detail of the plinth. So sometimes less is more. We was going to go with blues, but I decided to go with these Essex County reds. So let's get on and follow me. So basically you get specials, guys, on these plinths, corners. So you get internal corners, external corners, okay? So this will be an external corner, okay? And you can buy these ready-made. You go down and it's right hand external, left hand external, etc, etc. What I like to do on this old work is cut them in myself, so it links in and it blends in, because in the old days they didn't spend too much time on gluing these bricks together. They cut them themselves. So I'm going to show you how to cut these through, and let's see how she goes. A few questions. A little while ago, I put something on Facebook about my spot balls that I always do. These, all I do, guys, is listen. The boy does it. I taught him ages ago. It's what I done as a hobby. Simple board. We just trim the corners off, put the handle on. Okay, so they're just more versatile, more like just manageable. Honestly, it's worth doing. It works out the sheet of ply. You cut these down. It works out. If these last for 4 or 5 weeks, it works out about £1.60 a board, I think. And then when you start to get splinters, you just flip her over and use the other side. And it works out about 30p over like 10 weeks or something. And just moving them about, it's more comfortable. You just carry them, you just get to where you've got to. And all this nonsense about putting water seal in them, creosote, no, we've been doing this for years. Please believe me, hope you guess mine. Oh yeah. What's bothering you? Now, what I've done with these corners are off, not for the bricklayers who hit their shins, it's not for that. If you're in a normal stack and there's a normal line, when you're the hodding, you're bumping out and you're putting in, bottom from behind. I always like to cut the bottoms off to get the fingers in. This weren't for the bricklayers, guys, for the front, for the shins, because it works out 2 stacks, yeah? So when the hoddie's bumping out from behind, he's crashing in, he doesn't catch his hands or his knee. You know, it's just an old thing I've done for years. So take it, try it, honestly, best thing you do. Good, so what we're going to do is get the 45 cut. So what we're going to do is, nice and simple, for those who don't know, we're going to measure this point here. So we've got 100mm, and then we transfer that mark across to there, 100mm. And then all we do is we're going to square the line from there right to the corner of the brick to give us the cut. So, let's go. This is it. Into there, okay? And now we're going to repeat it on this one, it's in reverse. So again, we measure the 100mm. We transfer that measurement out there. And then we bring her in, that mark there. There. Okay, let's give her a cut, see how she does. Remember when cutting these, listen, always wear PPE, okay? Get yourself protected, don't follow me. When you're cutting these, let the blade do the work. Some people really shove it in. Let the blade do it, because if you force the blade, you will chip the vulnerable point of the brick there. So just let the blade do the work. So we've dry bonded this here. Now don't forget, we want to maintain the half bond. So what I'm going to do now is just transfer this half bond mark up to here. So let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to give her a nice cut. Yeah. So we continue the bond as we go through, okay? Now what I'm going to do on these stocks, because they're oversized bricks, okay, I'm going to give it a little bit just to help me out here so we can keep half bond. You can see the joints are looking quite big here. So let's give it a little bit on there. Let's see how we go. Now, because of the stock brick, it's obviously oversized, old imperial sizes against what we use nowadays. So what I'm going to do is dry bond, okay? And as you'll see, I keep a nice you can see how we've just started to lose the bond, okay? So that's purely down to the oversize of these bricks. Now, if you come closer and have a look at this, you've got probably 20 mil, maybe 15 mil, just in one brick. So unless you're going to have loads of cuts in it, sometimes you've just got to lay and leave and do what's best for you. Now, in this flank here, you've also got a 3/4. So what we're going to do is just sear over gently, keep the best we can. And then we've got to cut this in because of the internal corner, and we'll just bring her back through. Give her a little bit of an oversized joint just to help me out there. Give us up. Carry on. Tap for the level. That's what the guards are for, guys. Something I've always done. Bad habits. Bad habits, we know, but we just get on. So what I'm going to do now is what we call the internal corner, okay, because it's internal, not external, obviously. So what I'm going to do is take the plumb mark of the last brick, okay, the 100mm, which is good. She works bond there, okay. Then I'm going to give her a mark just there on the inside, okay. So this comes up this facework here to this line here, and then mark on the end, and then we want to see that through. And then hopefully the one we cut in here will marry in nice. Good. Now our next problem, nothing plain sailing. Knowledge is power, remember this. If we come cut and this 45 into there, we've got a silly little cut here and we don't want that, okay? We want to see stretchers coming in. So what I'm going to do is cut almost like a closure at a 45 to go in there. And then I'll just return slightly so I can put an oversized 3/4 in. So to the eye, it's going to look all like nice and stretchers, okay? Otherwise, if we return that there, we're going to have a silly little dead man, what I call a dead man in there, closure in the middle of the wall. We don't want that. So let's see how we get on. Good, so okay, we've done the cuts as we said. I've returned 40mm there, just to give us a bigger 3/4. So hopefully the look of the stretcher will come across. We had no other way of doing this, okay? Because we just wouldn't have got that cut in there full, okay? So sometimes you've got to compromise and do what looks better, okay? So let's have a little lay and see how she looks. Bum, 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 bum. Da 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 da. Now, I'm not happy with this tight joint here, so what I'm going to do is take her out and just take 5 mil off her. Split it both ends just to keep the consistency of the joints, you know. There's no good going fat, small around. So let's take her out. And let's take 5 mil off it. Always remember, measure twice. Come on.
You don't have to tell me you love me, but I wish you would. You don't have to buy expensive things for me. You don't have to go shopping with me or watch chick flicks with me. You don't have to spend all your free time with me, because I love you unconditionally. Well, I don't ask you to do anything for me, but I won't let you walk all over me. And even though I love you unconditionally, I still wanna be loved just for me. You don't have to call me, but I wish you would. You don't have to make excuses for where you've been. You don't have to put up with my moods. Tell me I'm looking good. You don't always have to agree with me, because I love you unconditionally. I'm gonna be here for you, not because I'm desperate. I'm gonna be here for you, not because I think you're hot. I'm gonna be here for you, not because I want something, but because I love you unconditionally. Well, I don't ask you to do anything for me, but I won't let you walk all over me. And even though I love you unconditionally, I still wanna be loved just for me. I want someone who gets me and wants to be with me. I want someone who cares about me. I want someone to be my best friend, to love me to the end. Not because I love them, but because they love me unconditionally. I want someone who listens to me and talks to me. I want someone to go dancing with me. I want someone
say we don't need another hero. Shut your fuck up. Beautiful, 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 sir. Beautiful, beautiful. Notoriously known for me little bit of timbers, okay. This is no good to do a Marshalltown join on this. It's not going to match the work below. We've got a bit of sharp sand in the mix of the mortar to bring the aggregate out, okay. So we want to expose the contours of the bricks, okay, and this will do that. Just a little bit of timber. Let's have a look.
To buy a new pet, life is so crazy this year. I'm surrounded by anger and fear. I'd like to go out, instead I just pout, 'cause I can't let anyone near. One day I tried to go out, I was a rebel without a mask, but soon cops were around and I heard beeping sounds. I wanted to hightail it out of there fast. Life is so crazy this year. I'm surrounded by anger and fear. I'd like to go out, instead I just pout, 'cause I can't let anyone near. Mostly each day is the same. News shows filled with darkness and doom. Feels like I'm in a cage. These are such crazy days, with music and movies to fill up the gloom. Life is so crazy this year. I'm surrounded by anger and fear. I'd like to go out, instead I just pout, 'cause I can't let anyone near. Life is so crazy this year. I'm surrounded by anger and fear. I'd like to go out, instead I just pout, 'cause I...
Good, so all done. Good day today. Nice and slow, relaxing. That's what it's about. Enjoying your work, enjoying your stuff. Stitched up around the back here. I had to put a bit of dog tooth in. But it is what it is. Listen, it's come out a nice job. Let's take you around, see the finished product before we cover up.
Woman, child, sometimes wild, she made me see. I can't explain it, I know the first time I knew she was for me. With a coolish style, pirate smile, something better I won't find. Ain't it funny how it seems it's getting better all the time? When the lights go down, she's my woman. She can make me laugh, she can make me cry, she can make my heart sing. Sometimes this whole world can make me feel like I can't go on. And through it all, you know she's the one that I have learned to count on. God, I love my...
Good, okay, done. She's all covered up. Forecast a bit of rain, you know, Frosty meant okay, but there's no harm in her. Put a bit of this up, get it done. It's about 4:45, lovely evening, you know, it's a pleasure. Like I was saying before, guys, those that can come watching this, just take your time. Sometimes it's not always about the money, you know, do your job. Bit of advice, if you're a chancer, okay, and we all know the chances in life, they reckon it's a 2-year period, okay, where you get away with work, you know, you pull off one job because you've done it wrong and you've nicked the money, and you've done another job, you've nicked the money there and pulled off. They reckon it's 2 years before you get found out, okay? So if you're rushing and you think, oh, that'll do, and you just put it behind you and you crack on to the next bit, it's going to catch up with you, okay? Have a bit about you guys, you know, and girls. Take pride in a bit of your work. Just take your time, and when you take your time, you become good because you love what you do, and when you love what you do, the money will come, everything will follow, and you'll be renowned, and you can name your price what you're doing, and you don't need to get into price wars. So when you read all and you see all these other videos of them slashing, doing this, down, getting that done, yeah, take it with a pinch of salt, guys, okay? Because like I say, the average chance is around about 2 years, and I've been in this game a long time. Now guys, listen, thank you so much for watching. Leave your comment below, and let me know about the work that you've done, traditional work, how you find it with the new builds. You know, it's very awkward, it's a lot of adaptation and perseverance with the traditional work, so like your stock laying and stuff, but it's also enjoyable. But leave a comment below, guys, and let me know. Now what we're doing with this is my boy's doing all this videoing, editing, and last month he took 45–50 pound out of it, you know, and he bought the what we call the Brickwork Bible, okay? I'll show you it in the next clip. And he's reading, he's studying because he's learning a trail. And I said to him, well, if you're going to edit these videos and put them up, then with the money, buy yourself a new trail, buy yourself a new level, and work it that way, you know? So by you guys watching, you're helping another young buck come through on the trail. Listen, subscribe, hit the like button. I'm also on Instagram now. My boys sit on Instagram, so the link for the Instagram will be below. Listen, stay safe, you know, just get on with your life and just crack on. Listen, carry on. So as I was saying earlier, this is what he bought with his money last month. The BDI Guide's successful brickwork. Okay, guys, listen, if you're an improver, grab this. It's like the Bricklaying Bible. Also, if you like learning, I might want to top up your learning, grab a copy. Okay, he got this second hand online. I think he paid, £28 for it or something, but well worth it, guys. Top up that knowledge.